Hi, and welcome to Life Skills with Aditi Silveira. Today, we're going to be dealing with resilience. Resilience is a combination of coping, grit, emotional intelligence, and using our sense. The word resilience comes from the Latin term resilire, meaning to bounce back. The definition of resilience is the process of adapting well. People who are resilient are not shaken easily. They are flexible people. They can overcome any situation that they face because they are mentally tough. Resilient people also have the ability to grow from challenges. All of us face problems. We all face situations and circumstances that definitely challenge us and question our strength. If you feel you can handle whatever problems, situations, circumstances, and challenges that come your way, you are resilient. Resilience is a personal journey. It is unique to each individual. We should not compare and say, oh, I feel like my friend is more resilient than I am. I wish that I went through the problems that he went through because they seem easy to handle. We never know what each individual goes through. Resilience is not a competition. Each person's strength and capabilities varies, and hence let us not compare resiliency. Here are 10 scientifically proven characteristics of resilient people. They have grounded optimism. To be optimistic means to be positive and hopeful. They use their optimism to plan goals. Resilient people always believe that there is a silver lining to a situation or a problem or a challenge, and they are action oriented. They don't sit back and wait for something to happen. They go out there and make it happen. Resilient people face their fears. Right now, ask yourself, how do you act in the face of fear? Do you run away from your problems? Do you look them in the eye and say, I am going to tackle you? Resilient people have a strong moral compass. They have a strong sense of values and are driven to help people. Resilient people are religious or spiritual. They believe in a higher being and have a certain sense of connection to a God or to this higher being. They maintain an attitude of gratitude and always try to be mindful in the situations that they are in. Resilient people depend on social support. They know that they can't do things alone and hence rely on their relationships. Resilient people are also physically fit. They know the importance of a fit body. Ultimately, a fit body leads to a fit mind, and maybe vice versa. When you exercise, we experience the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter that helps us to feel good and feel positive. And hence, when faced with a challenge, resilient people tend to be physically active so that they can feel that sense of positivity that helps them to deal with their problems. Resilient people are also emotionally flexible. They are the people that try to find the good in negative situations. Resilient people also know that they have a meaning and purpose in their life. They also have a role model. This role model could be a family member, a friend, or even a celebrity. Why is it important to have a role model? When we look up to somebody, we try to imitate them, and our mirror neurons fire in our brain, thereby helping us to imitate the good qualities or the positive actions of our role model. And lastly, resilient people have elastic brains. Their brains are always fit. They engage in what is called neuroplasticity. constantly creating new neural pathways and new neural networks. They are not stuck in a rigid way of thinking. They always try to think out of the box and be as creative and innovative as possible in dealing with their problems. We must remember our relationships are definitely linked to our levels of resilience. If we rely on people when we face problems, when we go through tough circumstances and challenges, we will definitely feel a sense of strength and will be able to deal with our problems in a better way. So, my dear friends, if you want to be more resilient, focus on your relationships, nurture them, rely on those people that are close to you because they are the ones who will help see you through your trying circumstances. There is also a clear link between resilience and mental health. Those people who are resilient definitely have very good mental health. Even though they face trials and circumstances, they are always strong. They are always positive. They are realistic people and know that you can't just be blind in your optimism. They work hard to make sure that they try their level best to overcome everything they go through, thereby making sure that they are mentally very, very strong. Many a time we go through what are called thinking traps. We feel like we are overwhelmed with our circumstances. We tend to think negative about ourselves. We cannot see the positives. Sometimes we tend to blame others. Sometimes we unnecessarily blame ourselves. So, what do you mean by real-time resilience? Learning how to be strong in the present moment, in the face of your problem, is real-time resilience. Let me give you an example. When I faced a breakup and when I had to remain single for a long time, I was in the thinking trap that nobody wants to date me, nobody wants to have me as a partner, people do not like me for who I am, I will never experience a sense of love in my life, and truly it affected the way I looked at myself. Real-time resilience means changing the way I looked at the situation. When I adapted to this real-time resilience, I looked at myself and said, right now is the time for you to work on yourself. This is the time for you to work on loving yourself and becoming better than who you are. When you become a better individual, you will attract a better person, a better partner in your life. And that is how I got out of my thinking trap and experienced real-time resilience. What are the benefits of being resilient? Resilient people deal with their stress better. They know how to face their problems and adapt to their problems, and they also adopt effective stress management techniques. Resilient people also have better social support and increased relationship satisfaction. They know the importance of people in their lives and therefore engage in effective relationship management. So, how can we be resilient? The first one is to visualize success. Visualize that you are able to face a particular problem. It could be your studies, it could be a family problem, it could be a personal problem, it could be a health problem. Visualize yourself successfully overcoming that problem. There is great power in visualization. Next, work on your self-esteem. There is no way you will feel mentally strong if you don't believe in yourself. Enhance your efficacy. Work on being a more efficient person. Work on being as productive as you possibly can. Use your mind to be creative and innovative when it comes to dealing with your problems. Take control. You are not a victim of your personal history. Take control of your life. Tell yourself that you are in charge of what happens to yourself. You do not let your circumstances define you. Reframe your experiences. Recognize when the negative thinking steps in. We all go through hard times, but don't let those hard times define you. Don't let them bring you down. Become more optimistic. Work on being as positive as possible. Improve your decision making. Use your intuition and trust your gut. Look inside yourself and try to ask yourself, what exactly should I do in a situation? When you have self-confidence, when you know how to make good decisions, that is when you can rely on yourself and know that you are a strong person. Learn how to manage your stress. Adopt effective stress management techniques, ways and means that help you to be good. Ask for help. Don't try to solve problems by yourself. Ask your loved ones to help you. You never know. They may offer a suggestion, a solution that could be extremely beneficial for you. Deal with your conflicts. Don't escape from your problems. Look them in the eye and do your level best to try and deal with your circumstances, with your situations, no matter how hard they are. Accept and manage change. They say that change is the only constant in life, and let me tell you, they are absolutely true. Learn to accept that change happens. When you accept change, you become stronger. You're able to be adaptable and go with the flow, roll with the punches. Become a continuous learner. Work on constantly being a better person. Have an attitude of a learner where you constantly learn to be stronger, learn to be better, learn how to work with your problems, and learn how to be more successful in your resiliency. Find your sense of purpose. Know why you were born, what you were meant to do with your life. When you know that your life has a meaning, you will feel so much stronger and more capable, and you will know that you will have to face those problems in your life because it is all a part and parcel of your purpose. Take some time out for daily introspection. Spend some time with yourself in quiet and silence. Ask yourself, how can you be better? What went wrong today? Where can I improve? Also, learn to build good problem-solving skills. If our problem-solving skills are high, then we will definitely learn to be more resilient because we will be able to face our problems in a more effective way. Some of the skills we can learn are conflict resolution, communication skills, interpersonal skills, and time management. Before we close for today, ask yourself, do you have a positive attitude during difficult situations? Do you have the skills to help you relax and manage your stress? Like I said, learning how to manage stress is an important part of resilience. Do you have a network of people who offer you support? Can you rely on your family and your friends to be there for you? Do you take good care of yourself? And lastly, do you keep your eyes on the big picture, even in challenging situations? Are you able to look beyond your current circumstance and say that no matter what I go through, this is helping me grow through my life? I hope that you have learned what it means to be resilient. This picture, which is called the mental toughness pizza, will help you to understand exactly what it means to be resilient. And I hope that you will work on being a stronger individual, a better personality, and know that no matter what you go through, you can always overcome your problems You can work on being a stronger and a better individual.